Hi, it's Darren here from Bullet Race Engineering, and we're here at World Time Attack Challenge in 2019 with our new Drag Extreme RB30 block. We've been producing the RB30 block since mid-2017. We've produced approximately 100 of them now. We're really happy with the results. What the guys have been able to do, they've increased their, the power levels have increased dramatically. The reliability's come right up. I mean, we're just today looking at the Longhurst car there where they've got no crankcase pressure at full noise, with 40 pounds of boost and 10,000 RPM. So the ring seal on them has been fantastic. Bearings have been coming out of the engines like new. So everything's coming together, and it was a steep learning curve for a lot of the shops at the start, but everyone's come on board and it's been a great result. So we have the new Drag Extreme here, and the history behind that is once we developed the RB30 billet block and the guys started to really push them, then it started to show up some other issues. And what we found was that there was some issues with the crankshaft, and just because of the way the crankshaft's designed, it probably didn't have enough material in it. It wasn't as big as what it needed to be for those power levels, and also that we started to see some problems at the front with the balancer, which is a combination of the snout being too small and also not enough purchase area for the balancer to mount to the front of the crank. So we thought we could solve those problems, but in addition to that, we could see where the 2J was, or at the time it held the top 17 spots on the import world record. So we thought it would be a good idea to try and get another engine in there and sort of get the Nissan boys to have something that they could compete on a level playing field with the 2J and let the guys battle it out on the track. So we had to change the block to suit the new crank design. So basically I started out thinking about how much larger I wanted to make the main bearing, and then I started looking at what main bearings were available off the shelf. And I initially looked at V8 stuff, and then I came back and I had a look at the TB48 to keep it Nissan, but that was too big. And so then I had a look at the 2J and I realised that it was a pretty good fit. It was relatively easy to change the block design to suit. And of course, if you have to buy a 2J set, there's a set of 7 pairs of main bearings in the set rather than going to a V8 where you have to split sets up to get enough bearings. So that was the easiest way to do it. And what we had to do is we had to increase the size of the main girdle because of a bigger hole, and also change the spacing on the main studs because, again, we had a bigger hole, so we had to split the main studs further apart. So that was the basic changes that we made to accommodate the new crank. And then also we stripped the block back because it was a race-only block. We took the factory engine mounts off and some of the other factory items so that, just to keep the costs down, because that allowed us to simplify our machining process. When you buy this block, you'll have to buy the block and the crank combination. The crankshaft is a one-off design exclusive to Bullet, made by Callies in the United States. So it's a block crank combination. In terms of rods and pistons, that's something that can be purchased from other manufacturers. We have a BME aluminium rod and piston combination that goes with it. It's not the same as a standard RB because we've gone to a Honda big end pin to give us more material in the big end of the rod. We have that stuff in stock. Certainly you can get it from other manufacturers if you just wanted to buy the other 2 off of us and get the rest somewhere else. Well, I think if you are at the stage where you have a drag race only car that doesn't need water in it, you would change to the block just simply for the reason that you're going to get more reliability out of it and more use out of it. You've got a little bit more initial expense because the crankshaft's a little bit more expensive, being entirely made in the US, not in Asia. This would be the way to go. Long term, it would be a better choice. But definitely if you're in factory extreme or pro turbo, you're going to be wanting to use this because, to compete with the 2J guys, you're going to need to be making 3,000 plus horsepower. I think we will see these in a Skyline, in a 4-wheel drive, because I've had, I have one client that's already purchased one for that application, and I've had interest from 2 others. And we'll be seeing the car, we'll be seeing this new combination in a car at World Cup final, barring any unforeseen circumstances. But we have a client that's committed to running it at World Cup. He has 2 engines. So that's where it's expected to be debuted, and that's in a Pro Mod setup.